to JANIQUEJANEE TV. My name is Janique, and if you're new here, if you like what you see, do not forget to subscribe. And if you are returning, thank you so much and welcome back, friends. So today I have a video. A couple people have been asking me to do, and when you say do it, I'm gonna say okay. It's all about building business credit. This video is going to be to the point. Let me tell you like this. When I started building business credit, it was like the hardest thing to learn, the structure. And I watched videos after videos, then at the end of the video, well, you have to use your own credit or you have to do this. But in this video, I'm going to show you the steps that you need to take to build business credit the proper way and to structure your business credit the proper way. It's not as simple as let me just go apply for a credit card and use PG. You can if you want to. If your credit is solid and you want to keep running your personal credit, getting inquiries that's attacking your personal credit, then by all means necessary. But if you want to see how you could build business credit for free using no personal guarantor, stick around and watch this video. Okay, so we're gonna get right into this video. So first thing first, you have to structure your business properly. Meaning, if you're gonna start a business, structure is key. Why? Because let me tell you like this. I ran into the problem of I didn't structure JANIQUEJANEE Cosmetics the proper way. Meaning, when I applied for my tax ID, my EIN, I just was putting random addresses. I just messed up. So what I did was when I would start to apply for stuff, try to work on my credit, I noticed what was going on. I was getting denied for everything, and I'm like, dang, I've had my business since 2016, but I can't get credit. So I had to go back and structure it the proper way, and that's what we're going to talk about. And if you follow my steps, promise you, you're going to get business credit using your business. As long as you take care of your business credit, build it up, you can get whatever you want. Okay, so let's get right into this video. Okay, you guys, so here we go. So the first thing that you need to do is come up with a name for your business. So we're starting fresh. Once I get through the steps and you say, okay, I'm right here, then start from there, take off from there. But if this is a new business, you need to, like I said, you need to structure it properly. So I have my notes in my phone and we're gonna speed through it. Let's go. So the first thing you're going to need to do is get a business name. So for example, if you want to start a clothing line, let's just say Cutie Boutique. Just make sure when you pick your name, you go on Google, you go on Instagram, you check with the state of secretary to make sure nobody has the name that you're trying to use as your legal business name. So once you find your name and you check every last resort, Instagram, Facebook, your local city, your local state, everywhere, and make sure nobody took your name. And once you find out, okay, this name is available, make a checklist, okay? So on your first checklist is going to be your name, your business name, okay? So the next step, after you get your business name, we need to have a business address. So where is your business going to be? Is it going to be at your house? Is it a home-based business? Are you going to go get you a virtual address, meaning you pay someone once a month, a corporation, a business, and that will be your virtual address that you use, but you won't be conducting business there. You get what I'm saying? So are you gonna go get, like me, I have an office space. So my office space is about 400 square feet, and I started my business at home, but then as about a year or two, as the years went by, I went ahead and got a office space. So my business address is my office space. Okay, so I hope you guys are following me. So by now we're building a business, so right now you should think my business name. Okay, check. Once you know your business name, where are we conducting business? Now please keep in mind, whatever address you decide that your business is going to be at, please try to be consistent as much as you can to keep it there until you structure your business. Because when let's say like the gas, like fleet cards, we want to make sure all they're seeing is the same. You don't want your information here, like your home address is mixed up with your business address. You don't want to do that. You just want it simple to the point, so when you go and get credit, all they're seeing is the information you started with, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So basically all I'm saying is, if you're gonna have a home business, try to use the home business as long as you can, especially until you have more than 10 trade lines. Then, you know, move it around if you need to, but try your best to keep it stable. That was my mistake. I had to pull my Nexus report, and when I did, my businesses was all over the place. It was here, it was at my house, because I wasn't stable. But now I know if I was stable, then I would have been okay. Okay, so don't forget to keep the addresses. Even if you have to use a virtual address, don't forget to keep it the same. Okay, so those are two, like, I can't stress enough. Okay, so next, apply for your EIN. I will have all the links for where you can apply for your EIN, and that's through the IRS. I will definitely have the links in the description box. Okay, it's free. All you do is go to irs.gov, click apply for an EIN. You can have as many EINs as you want, one per day. But if you're just starting a business, you only need one. You only need one. Until you start more businesses, just start with that first EIN, because that's like the social security number for your business, your tax ID. And that is so important. And whatever address, it should be the first. We already talked about using the same address. So whatever address that you're using for your business, you need to make sure that's the address that you're giving the IRS to, if that makes sense. Because like me, when I moved my address, my home address, I was using that for the business, to a real office space, I actually had to call the IRS, wait on hold for like an hour just to change my address, and because I didn't structure it properly. So make sure you give the IRS the exact address you're using for your business. Okay, I hope you guys are following me. So now at this point of our conversation, you should have your business name. You check to make sure it's not on any social media. It's not registered with the state of whatever state you're in. I'm in California, so for example, you're in California, you make sure it's nothing registered with the state of Secretary. Then what we're gonna do is apply for your LLC. Once you have your EIN, your business your business your business address, your business name, go ahead and apply for your your LLC. Okay, very, very important. So moving on, and by this time everything should start to be linking together. And after you apply for your LLC, now you're really gonna have more opportunities with business credit. You know, the businesses I've learned, they like to see that you have a LLC, you have your tax ID, your business is stable, one address. Okay, let me say this. I like to secure a business name through Instagram too, meaning whatever business you have, while you're applying for the EIN, your LLC, go ahead and make you a little Instagram. Even if you don't have to add any followers, just make sure you secure the name too, also on Instagram. Because especially if you're gonna have a boutique, makeup, whatever you're doing, doesn't even matter, buying houses, you still gonna want to showcase what you're doing somewhere on Instagram. So make sure you secure your name on Instagram as well. Okay guys, so now we're moving on. Now that we're properly structuring our business, so the next important thing you're gonna want to do is, while you're structuring your business, we're gonna need an email address. Go for a business email address. Try your best not to use Google, Yahoo, AOL. You need to go through, you could go through Google Suites and get you a real work address, a real business address, like info at JANIQUEJANEE Cosmetics. Okay, you want it to look very professional. You want your business email to stand out. For example, sales at JANIQUEJANEECosmetics.com. You want to have your own email domain. You don't want to use Gmail. You don't want to use Yahoo. If you really have to, go ahead and start off, but I wouldn't recommend that. I did that, and when I went and changed all my emails over, it took forever. So go ahead, this is the perfect time to structure it correctly and make sure you start off with a professional business email. Okay, Microsoft has it. I use Google Suite. There's so many programs out there. All you have to do is just Google business email addresses. I will also link the ones I use down below. You could definitely try Google Suites. It's easy, it's to the point, and I'm pretty sure, you know, most of us use Google anyway. So make sure that you get a separate phone number besides your regular phone. So another thing that we need to do is make sure that your phone number is, your personal number is different than your business. Even if you're starting out, is, you could get just an extra little phone. I suggest just getting like a little prepaid phone until you get your business stabilized, because you just want something that's going to be like, okay, well, this is my personal number and this is my business number, just to separate the two. Because if you're running a business, you don't want to be getting phone calls from your personal phone. You know, you want to make sure you keep that separate. Okay, so I would suggest adding just a basic phone, maybe to your current phone plan. Just something to get you going, just something that's going to give you a phone number. You don't even need it for the internet. Well, text messaging and phone calls. You could get the cheapest phone line ever and use your personal phone for internet purposes, or if you have Wi-Fi, use your Wi-Fi on your new line. So if that makes sense, I hope you guys are following me. I hope I'm explaining this to you. If you follow my steps, I promise you, you will start to get business credit. But you guys got to understand, before you do get business credit, I'm just going to stress this all the way through this video, your structure has to be right. Okay, so everything is business. So just think about it. Everything is separate from your personal to your business credit. Okay, so moving right along. Okay guys, so now we've talked about what we're going to name our business, where we're going to have our business address be located at, if we're going to use a virtual address, or if we're going to go ahead and get right into a business office suite, or are we just going to run our business from home? Okay, we've also talked about applying for your LLC. Make sure you have the name correctly. Make sure you're spelling everything correctly. When you're inputting your information online, double check. Okay, one thing I do want to say about getting your LLC, please just do your own research about applying for your LLC. When I got my LLC for my cosmetic company, I actually went through LegalZoom. There's nothing wrong with going through LegalZoom, but I think they charged me like $200-300 when I started my second business, and we'll talk about that in another video. But when I started my second business, I literally researched state of secretary in my state, which is California, and I went through the process, and it was too easy. I did it myself, and I think I paid $79 for my LLC. okay? And then your EIN, that's free on the IRS website, okay? And I will link that down below. Okay, we're gonna talk about your logo next. My logo for Janique Janae Cosmetics, I got for free. I made it myself. If you have Word on your computer, you could download. There's so many apps in your like Apple Store that you can download and create your own logo. You don't have to pay anybody to make you a logo, especially if you're brand new starting off with credit. Don't overwhelm yourself with the logo. Just make sure it's nice, perfect, and to the point. And look, there you go. You could do it for free on Carvana. Okay, you could do it for free. There's so many apps that I personally use that you could like literally just, if your business is street fashion, okay, street fashion, and make you a simple logo. And then as you move further on in your business, go ahead and come back and jazz it up if you want to. Me, I did mine on Carvana and it was free. I literally screenshotted the logo, and let's see, I'll show it to you guys right now. Just anything to show you guys. But right here is my logo, the same logo I've been using forever. Okay, free. So we're trying to do this free. The only thing that I've so far in the video that I've mentioned that you will have to pay for is your LLC, depending on what state you're in. Like I said, I'm in California. I believe it was $79. So the only thing I paid for was I paid $6.99 a month for my email address, my business email address, and then I paid for the LLC. Everything has been free. Okay, so you don't really have to spend too much money to start a business if you do it right. Okay, you guys, so the next thing that you're gonna want to do is build a website. Whether you use GoDaddy, you could use Wix, or you could use Shopify. I personally use Shopify. I found Shopify to be easy and straight to the point. They have stock pictures, and they also let you try their program for 30, I believe it's 30 days. If you like it, you could keep the website, and there you go. So it's very important to have your website. A lot of especially when you're first starting to build your business credit, you want to make sure that you have it structured with a website. Also, when you build your website, you will be able to tie in your business email address with your website, okay? So you can get direct messages. So that's very important too, to make sure your business is being structured the proper way, okay? So we're moving on. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is another important aspect of having a business is you're going to need a business checking account. I personally use Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, Navy Federal. You could just get you a business checking account. I personally, when I first started my second business, because like I told you guys, my first business wasn't structured right, but when I did start my second business, I went ahead and, like I said, I'll put that one in that's going to be for another video, but I started off with $100 and I opened that account with US Bank. So each business you have, it's really good to keep everything separate. So please make sure that you do get a checking account, and after that your business is pretty much going to be structured, and we'll go over everything one more time to make sure that you guys have the proper steps. Also want to get a DUNS number, okay? You want to make sure you have a DUNS number, okay? Their website, I'm going to list it below. It's with Duns and Bradstreet, okay? So it's like your business social security number. Okay, so your DUNS number is going to be a unique business like social security number. Some creditors ask for it, some make it optional, and some just don't. But you want to have it. Duns also has a program that is for credit building. I personally, just keeping it real with you guys, I wouldn't suggest it because I believe it's like $199. They were trying to sell it to me, but I didn't get it. Okay, and there's one more that I would suggest you guys, but you guys can make a free account, and I'll link that information below. It'll show you your paydex score, which is, you want to have your paydex score of 80 and better. 80 and better, yeah. Your experience score, I will actually show you guys mine on one of the sides of the screen. So with Dun & Bradstreet, it'll give you all of your scores. It'll tell you how many trade lines you currently have reporting to your business credit. The thing when you're dealing with business credit, it doesn't actually tell you who reported. Okay, it just tells whoever's pulling your business credit how you manage your business credit. Also, you guys, you want to make sure you log on to nav.com. nav.com is also another website. It's like Credit Karma for business credit, and they have a really good program for building your business credit that reports to all of the credit bureaus. Experian, Equifax is also hard to establish credit with, but they also report to them. I believe that program, I believe on Nav, their business credit is $39.99. I will also show you guys what my business credit looks like, and this is after I had to rebuild and restructure my cosmetics line company. Okay, so on Nav, they'll show you where you're at, who's reporting. It's just like Credit Karma, like I said, but they do have a business building credit. And I noticed since I've been using that, my business credit started to be more accurate. I started to see the mistakes, and you can also print out your Experian business report. And if you see inaccuracy about your business, then you could go ahead and actually print the report out, tell them what mistakes are in there, and you could go ahead and email it back to Experian, and they will fix it, because that's how I got mine fixed. Okay, you guys, so I hope all of this is making sense. I really do. If you guys have any questions, you could just ask me, and we'll go over it together. Before this video ends, we're gonna go back over it together, just so I'll make sure I didn't miss anything. But definitely make you a Dunn's account, a Dun & Bradstreet. It's free. It's free. Nav, it's also free. Okay, so the goal is to save money and build your business with just business credit. Okay, now that our business is structured, let's go back over everything, and then we're gonna move on to the first. We're only gonna go over the first tier of business cards that you could get being a brand new business. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so before we move on to what you should apply for first, let's just go back over what we've already discussed. So I have my phone right here, and what I'm reading, I'm actually gonna put it on the screen so you guys could screenshot it and make sure your business is properly structured. Okay, so first, to build business fast, business credit fast, we talked about our business name, and we're going to stick to that name. Next, where is your business going to be located? Make sure whatever address that you use is the address that you stick to. Okay, next, we're going to apply for our EIN, and we're also going to apply for our LLC, you guys. Okay, next, we're going to structure our business with a business email address and a business phone number. Okay, after you do all of that, we're going to build a website. We're going to make sure we have our social media accounts. We're going to have a Facebook account, Instagram account, Snapchat, and you can use your whatever. I use with my personal Snapchat account. Just like when I have new products coming out, I'll just go ahead and use that account. Okay, our logo, we have to have a logo. Okay, and also, I don't know if I mentioned, you once you structure everything, go ahead and add your business to Google. It's free. Okay, so make you a DUNS account, which is also free. Make you a NAV account, also free. Okay, so by the time you're done with the structure, now you're ready to get credit. So let's get into the credit part. That's what y'all been waiting for. Okay, here we go. So we have to know what tier credit we're in as being first time business credit. Okay, these are accounts I started with. Quill. And I'll list all of the links below. So you want to start with Uline. Uline, you could get different supplies, boxes, shipping packages. They have all kinds of stuff on Uline. The little peanuts you need to box your ship your stuff off with. Okay, so in tier 1, the business credit that you want to try to apply for will be the following. Uline, because Uline reports to Dun and Bradstreet, and they also report to Experian. Okay, Quill reports to Dun and Bradstreet as well. You could also try JJ Gold. JJ Gold reports to Dun and Bradstreet as well. So let me just say this. I would definitely recommend you trying for gas cards too. Currently right now I have a lot of gas cards. So the ones I was approved for first was 76, and they had gave me a limit with $5,000. I also have A to B fuel. They gave me a limit, I think it's $1,200 a week. And I also have Shell, which was an overall limit of $5,000. Good way to establish your business is through Business T-Shirt Club. They report to Equifax, Credit Safe. Okay, you guys, so after you have started to structure your business properly, now you've started to get a tier 1 net 30 accounts, then I would say in a couple of months, I would say give yourself 3 months to establish credit with Uline, Quill, the T-Shirt Business Club. I would definitely try to get an A to B fuel card. I wouldn't apply for Amazon, Dell credit, anything that's tier 2. Try to stay away from until you establish credit in your tier 1. A good way to learn more about business credit is how I learned about business credit was getting into the groups on Facebook. Facebook has a lot of good groups, and make sure you don't fall for anyone telling you that they can help you. DM them, and you don't have to give anybody money to do something that you could do for yourself. Okay, so the first thing is just, like I said, it couldn't stress enough in this video, is just to establish your main structure, build your foundation. Building business credit is like watering a garden. If you take care of your garden, your business credit will start to take care of you, where you'll literally have over $10,000 worth of business credit. Okay, even if you could just stack up. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys a brief video on how to build business credit the proper way. And it's not just going out there applying for net 30 accounts, net 7 accounts, and make sure you know what you're applying for. A lot of people make the mistake of applying for fuel cards and not understanding if they're a net 30, a net 7, a net 10. Like A to B is a net, for me it's a net 7. So every Monday they want their money. Okay, so make sure you're not going out of your means just to use the cards. One thing I like to do, especially with Quill, I like Quill because you can use their not gas cards. You can use their gift cards. So another way, a smart way, if you do it the right way to establish your business credit, is once you get in good with Quill, instead of, if you don't, I make that mistake. A lot of us make the mistake by just purchasing stuff we really don't need, because a lot of these net 30 accounts are overpriced. Okay, you guys, so just remember, structure is everything. Structure is what's going to keep your business credit flowing. Start off with your net 30s, your net 60s. In the next video, I'm going to go over how you can start your business with $0. Okay, you guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. Everything that we went over and that we talked about, I will definitely have on the screen, or I'll have listed below. Just remember, in order to build a successful foundation for your business credit, it starts with structuring your business right. Remember, your business credit is like your garden. If you want your tomatoes and your fruits, whatever you got, to be plump, you have to structure the plumpness right. You have to structure your business right. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, so just don't forget that. Okay, you guys, so I really hope this video will help somebody make sure that their foundation is structured right. I really hope that I gave you a little bit of information. If you were wondering how you could start your business credit with net 30s, you can always Google and just take the time out to read about structuring your business the proper way. Just make sure you watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos, and make sure you get into the Facebook groups too. It's very important that you do look into the Facebook groups, only because they give you a lot of information, and half of this information that I'm giving you is research that I did on my own and what I've heard in some of the Facebook groups. Okay, building business credit could definitely set you free and even allow you to open up a second business while you're still working on your first business after you've established business credit. So you guys, remember, just stick with your tier 1 for right now until you feel that your business credit is getting established. Make sure that you always monitor your Dun and Bradstreet reports, and make sure that for accuracy, and make sure that you're always monitoring your NAV. Treat your business credit just like you would treat your personal credit. Treat it with love, and it's gonna love you back. It's gonna open the gates for you to be able to get gas cards, and you know, even if it's a net 7, that's establishing. A lot of the gas cards you can use now to pay your insurance, you can use for hotels, you can use for flights. So you definitely want to be able to establish credit with your fleet cards. You definitely want to be able to establish credit with Quill and Uline. Those are really good companies to start off with, to help you get your business credit out there. In the next video, I'm going to show you guys how to establish business credit. Sorry, not business credit, how to build, after you establish business credit, how you can actually get you phone lines. That's another thing I almost forgot to tell you guys about. One more thing I wanted to talk to you guys about before we end this video is after you've established a couple of trade lines and net 30 accounts, go ahead and try to apply for a business line with T-Mobile or Verizon, and see if you qualify. I was able to qualify for a business line with T-Mobile. I qualified for 12 lines, I believe in 25 modems. So, and it was free. The phone was free. They gave me a iPhone 13, and you could honestly use your phone, even if you added, you know, a phone where you have to make the little payments. You could actually use your phone to advertise for your business, take better pictures. You're not overfilling your personal phone. So that's always an option to try, but I would suggest to wait until you do start seeing trade lines reporting to your business credit. Definitely give that a shot as well. Okay, so in the next video that we do, I'm going to talk to you guys about how you could start your own company after you have a little bit of credit established, business credit established. We're going to go over how can you start a clothing line. We're going to talk about a clothing line because that's what I did, and I'm going to walk you guys through the steps that I took to start my clothing line for $0. Yes, so that's why I'm saying, if you build your business credit and structure it the proper way, the possibilities are endless. So in that video, we're going to learn how, what sites can we use that gives us net 60s and net 30 accounts that we could get inventory and try to sell it back and make money. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. For more videos, quick to the point videos about building business credit, we'll talk about personal credit, and we're also going to talk about what companies can we start without money. Okay, so until we meet again, my name is Janique, and make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, let's talk about building business credit. It is 2022. It's only up from here. It's so much money out there. It's so much knowledge that we can share with one another to get all our businesses off the ground. Even if you don't have good business, even if you guys don't have good personal credit, that's what I'm saying. As long as you start at a good foundation to your business credit, your personal credit, we don't want to mess with that. A lot of people, I'll add in really quick, a lot of people say freeze your personal credit when you're running, trying to get established a business credit. But the thing is, as long as you're not applying for business credit cards like Visa, like any of that, I never froze my credit. I just know if they ask for my social, I'm not going to apply for it. What we're trying to do is stay away from our regular credit and just focus on our business credit. So with Net 10s, Uline, Quill, A to B, all of these companies, you want to look for where it says no personal guarantor. We want to just have our business running. We don't want nobody running our personal credit. Okay, so we'll get into that later. But yes, so stay tuned for the next video. So make sure you guys are subscribing so we could go ahead and talk about how we're going to start our business with $0. Yes, $0. Okay, so like I said, I'm Janique, and make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until we meet again, I'll holla.